That is correct. The COVID vaccine just got the approval from the FDA last Friday. I'm very excited, and I'm also getting a lot of questions, like 10, 20 questions a day about the COVID vaccine. So that means many people are excited as much as I am. I'm here to share some of the questions that I'm getting with you so that you get to more knowledge, know what to expect moving forward. So the first question that I'm getting is, when will I get the vaccine, right? So this week, they sent out 2.9 million vaccines to across the United States. So that's a lot of vaccines. However, right now they're prioritizing to a very specific population, like healthcare workers and the people living in the long-term care, just because there was a huge outbreak inside the long-term care facility with the COVID. And because their immune system is so weak, there was a really bad cases in there. So we are targeting very specific population for now. So those vaccine, you're probably not going to be able to see unless you're healthcare workers or live one of those healthcare facilities. So those are called phase one. So phase one, it's going to actually take some time to complete the phase one vaccine distribution because there are a lot of people working in the healthcare industry. There are nearly 20 million healthcare workers in the United States. Considering how much vaccine we got just for the first week, which was 2.9 million, it probably take a couple months to complete the phase one. So we're talking about phase two for the general population. So phase two, we're looking at around late spring, right? So sometime around March or April. And they are mentioning that it's going to be people above 60 and above, and people with underlying health conditions and crucial health workers. So if you are one of those people, you may be able to get the vaccine by the late March. So hopefully that kind of help you answer the question. So you don't have to call your doctor or your pharmacy about that. When can I get? So that was the first question. So yeah, if you belong into one of the general population, you should expect sometime late March. The second question that I'm getting the most often is, what do I think about the vaccine? So I look into the clinical study. So I'm here to tell you more about the vaccine and the safety data, mostly the localized pain and inflammations. So just because these vaccines are the muscular injections, it goes inside your muscle. So you may experience some muscle pains and soreness in your arm a couple of days after you get the vaccine. So that data stood out. Other than that, the Bell's palsy reaction that people talk about. So for those of you who don't know, the Bell's palsy is when you can't move part of your muscle in your face. It occurred to 4 participants in the clinical trial among 40,000 people. So because half of those 40,000 people got the vaccine, we're talking about 20,000 people, and out of those 20,000 people got the vaccine, 4 people got the Bell's palsy. So according to statistics, this number is actually lower than what happens in a normal population. So normal population, the Bell's palsy happens about 15 to 30 cases per 100,000 people. So it is hard to say that the vaccine is causing any of these. So FDA is definitely monitoring it. That's about the safety data. And as far as the clinical data goes, they're talking about 95% effectiveness. And that's after the second dose of the COVID vaccine and 7 days after. So 95% is pretty darn good. And even before the second dose, the study shows after the first dose, you get up to like 88% of the effectiveness from the COVID vaccine. So, I mean, the data is very small, but it's showing how effective the vaccine is. So that's my honest thought about the vaccine. I think it's very, very safe and very effective. Yeah. So that's my honest opinion about the vaccine. And another great news today was Dr. Fauci said we can go back to normal by the end of fall season. So that's great news. So that means we can go back to our normal restaurant and back to school and do our favorite activities that we used to enjoy. So that's only possible when 85% of the population gets the vaccine. So let's all stay together in this process. And if you have any questions, comment below. And hope this was really helpful. And then stay out of those false informations online. Thank you.